Hello, my name is Kristen. In this presentation, I will be discussing the science laboratory safety policy in schools and how this actually impacts teaching, learning, and safety in science education. Now, let's begin. What is the science safety policy we are talking about? The science laboratory safety policy is just a set of guidelines that is designed to ensure a safe laboratory environment for both students and teachers. This policy requires students to follow safety rules during science activities. It also includes the use of personal protective equipment such as goggles and gloves, and ensures that emergency procedures are in place in case of any form of accidents. Overall, the main purpose is just to create a safe and controlled environment for science learning. Now, let's look at the historical and current perspective. Historically, science laboratories operated with fewer safety rules being enforced, and this often led to frequent laboratory accidents and unsafe conditions during practical lessons. However, in the current day, strict safety guidelines are now applied in schools. Risk assessment are required before experiments are conducted, and safety standards in the labs have greatly improved compared to the past. Overall, this shows a strong shift towards safer science teaching environment. Now, here are some of the strengths of the policy. One, the strength of this policy is that it helps to protect both students and teachers during laboratory activities. Another strength is that it promotes responsible scientific behavior, as students are required to follow certain rules and procedures carefully. It also helps to create a safe and structured environment for practical science learning. However, there are certain weaknesses. First, it can limit some complex experiments that may enhance deeper understanding. Second, it requires specific equipment and resources, which may not always be available in all schools. Third, it requires proper teacher training for effective implementation. Finally, it can be challenging for low-resource schools to fully comply with all safety requirements. The effect on schools' teaching and learning. This policy affects schools, teachers, and students in several ways. For schools, it requires the provision of safe laboratory environment and proper safety procedure. For teachers, it increases responsibility because they must supervise students closely and ensure all safety rules are being followed. For students, it creates a safe environment where they can confidently participate in science experiments. Now, here we have an example in a physics practical that is involving electrical circuits that consists of a switch, a bulb, and a battery. Students are usually guided on how to safely connect the circuits. They are instructed to avoid electrical hazards, follow safety instructions strictly, and ensure proper connection before switching on the circuits. This allows students to learn physics concepts in a safe and controlled environment. And now, in conclusion, the science laboratory safety policy is very important in ensuring safe science education. It protects both students and teachers and supports effective teaching and learning. Overall, it improves safety standards and enhances learning outcomes in science classrooms. Thank you.